Um, it wouldn't be an event like this without a few technical hitches, so apologies again, ladies and gentlemen. I suppose I'll start by a welcome. Esteemed guests, investors, borrowers, shareholders in the room, Mummy, it's a pleasure to have you all here. What was the purpose of Nesta? So I'm going to take you back and take you through a journey. So 5 years ago, I'd like to maybe start with a question to you all. 5 years ago, a boring accountant and a boring lawyer came together. And the question to you is, what could those two birth with a vision, some passion, careful now, and a hope for change? Well, it started following a conversation at a train station, myself on my way to work, and Mohammed out over in Dubai. And the question put to Mohammed was simply, are we doing enough? I was working in Islamic banking, and Mohammed, very senior, reputable lawyer, and neither of us thought we did. Neither of us thought that we were doing enough for the community, and we identified an opportunity. And so, with our passion, with that mindset, Nesta was created. We started with, I suppose, a small vision that we wanted to allow ourselves to see how far we could bring it to creation. And we're all here today celebrating what we've created after 5 years. And it is an honor to stand in front of you, every member of the audience, my mum included, to say that we've done it. And we're going to take this now into a new light. And I hope today you'll enjoy some food, you'll enjoy some of the conversations that we'll have, and learn a little bit more about Nesta. Now, those 5 years ago, we recognized the plight of a community that was underserviced by the financial system, a community that was excluded from financial products. And we came together to identify how we may be able to create a suite of products, solutions that will benefit that community and benefit all. And so, 3 years in the making, a tremendously stressful 3 years where we had to work very closely with the FCA, one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, trying to get them over the line. And we did. And we had struggles. We had limited funding. We were a startup all those 5 years ago, and trying to identify how we will go from 1 month to the next was very difficult. But we were passionate. We knew that we were going to get there, and we fought hard. Nesta emerged from that incubation with a technological platform built with a tremendous amount of effort. And I'd like to stand here and thank Javed, and I should know where you're sitting, Javed, but I don't. Javed, mashallah, one of the first people to stand by us, and our technological oracle, as I like to refer to him. But a tremendous amount of stress all the way through. The FCA, like I said, was a difficult win. And again, another one of the first people that we had on the team, Ben Laybeck, who joined us. Ben, thank you very much. Ben joined us before Nesta had a penny to its name, and he was committed, and he saw what we were trying to achieve, and alhamdulillah, was able to help us through the compliance and regulatory framework that was needed to create what we have created. As a CEO within Nesta, over the last 5 years, I can tell you that I had no idea, phone's off, I had no idea that the breadth of my role would be as it is. From managing institutional relationships, international relationships with the likes of Coots and many other banks that are invested through Nesta, all the way through to massaging Waqar at his desk for his own well-being, safeguarding him from his nemesis, Abdurrahman, who always knows better, always has a better way of doing things, always has a quicker way of doing things, which grates Waqar quite dearly. So my role is very broad. But as a team, we've been able to create something very special. Every element of the technology that you see now on the website, on the platform, on the app, we have an app, right, is built in-house. Every element of that is built by us. We have a legal framework that is second to none, obviously, Muhammad, right? We have a team that works diligently and very, very hard to deliver really powerful investment opportunities. And investment opportunities that are strongly underwritten and that we stand behind. And as a team and as a business, we adopt an approach that I learned from this young man over here, Colin, that was coined cradle to grave. And so anything that we do, we start as if we birthed it, and we take it all the way through to when we put it to bed. And everything that we do at Nesta has adopted that same approach. Now, what does that mean, right? What is Nesta? So Nesta is an online platform. Fundamentally, we've created the legal framework, the structure of a real estate financing based on Islamic principles. We've structured buy-to-let financing, we've structured development financing, we've structured bridge financing. And what we've been able to do is take those financing structures and convert them into assets. Those assets are then placed on the technologically enabled platform, allowing each and every investor to invest as little as £1,000 all the way up to several million. And we have investors across that whole breadth on our platform, which is incredible. And as a business, we're therefore not only servicing a community that, as I said, is financially excluded, that, as I said, has not had a product like this before, but we're also servicing our institutional clients that are able to invest through a technological platform quickly, securely, and with the benefit of, as I said, the legal structuring that is second to none. And so the last 2 years of our operations has allowed us to get to the stage of where we are now. And as we mark our second anniversary, we stand here on the cusp of more greater things that Nesta will look to achieve. We're forging new institutional relationships, internationally and homebred. We're in the process of, later this year, expanding our business, and we've identified Saudi Arabia as a region that we'd like to expand into. A huge step for us as a business. We're in the process of also expanding our product range. So not only are we providing senior secured financing, for those of you who understand that terminology, but not only are we offering real estate financing, we're now in the process of looking at extending that to mezzanine financing. And we have transactions that are in the process of being delivered. And so, as a business, we've maintained and continued to uphold the principles of empowerment and inclusivity. And we will continue to take that through to the next stages of our growth as a business. This can be quite emotional. So for me, I've expended 5 years of my life, and it's not easy being a founder. Everything falls on your shoulders. It's not easy being a CEO. But I'd like to just take a moment to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone in this room. Thank you to the team that have been able to keep me sane sometimes. Thank you for your ongoing support. And I hope that you would continue supporting us and see us through to the next stage of our journey. Nesta is not just about the financial successes. We are a business that has focused on those principles for a reason. And I don't really like this term, but we are punching way above our weight. As a business, we approached HMRC, we approached government and identified that our community, that this community is lacking when it comes to the legal framework with regard to taxation. And so, as a business, we were able to secure 2 changes in UK law, 2 formal statutory changes in UK law that benefit no other business in the United Kingdom except for Nesta. Why? Because we are the only business in the UK that benefits from the FCA license to operate a peer-to-peer lending platform based on Islamic principles with the legal framework that we've adopted. And those changes in UK law have resulted in the taxation benefit to the community being reflective of what the conventional equivalent is. And so previously we were, the structures that we had in place were not beneficial and they were penalized. That isn't the case anymore.